I got the opportunity to work in an office and work with my father. I was his right-hand man. I was 21 years old, still going to college, married. I had to be the boss's son, but guess what? When things were not good, my father would shut the door and say, come here, I want to talk to you. Even though the 11 kids were there, I was chosen one. Why? Because I wanted it. I asked for it. I want this. So I had to make it happen. Now, what I'm trying to say here is I was learning from other people how to treat people, team play, how to recruit people, how to delegate, how to do all these tough things that you underestimate because you can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. And one of the sayings my father used to say is, make sure you pick the right horse. Make sure whatever opportunity you go with, you make sure it's the right thing, the right opportunity. Because once you make a choice, you live the consequence. When I bought the business, I needed a venture capitalist. So I had to bring in a partner for the money. So my attorney recommended somebody that said, you know, Rock, this would be a good partner. And that's when I realized I picked the wrong horse. After about a year, I knew it wasn't a good match. It wasn't a good match. The synergy wasn't there. The trust wasn't there. The support wasn't there. The vision wasn't there to grow the business together. It wasn't good. So it took me about 3 years to release the situation. But guess what I got out of that 3 years? I learned how to buy a business, sell a business at the highest price possible. And I learned my next step. My next step to go independent. And I've been independent ever since. Independent ever since. Now you can relate to this, I'm sure. You've worked for bad bosses, great mentors. And the younger you are, the better off you are. Because then you got to start thinking about strategy. And where do you want to be? Back in my day, we used to talk about a 5-10 year strategic plan. Now it's day to day, month to month, year to year. But you got to do your own homework. And you have to understand people, but understand yourself first. Know your family values. It's called integrity. Have integrity. And raise your kids that way. When you get financial independence, that's when you get, we call that FU money. FU money, walk away money, whatever you had. And I was in my 30s when my partner, and I fought for that, but I finally got that FU money, and guess what? I never turned back. I never brought in another partner again because I learned my lesson. And my father told me that years ago. If you could go it alone, go it alone. So God bless you, man. I'll talk to you soon. Rock LaManna, always bring joy.